Hello, and welcome back to Stay Tuned with D.Rey. Today we have a guy who is 1/3 of the 2016 National Championship Team walk-on squad. This guy right here has made his bones up and down Lancaster Avenue. So please, without further ado, from Malvern, PA, help me welcome Kevin Rafferty.
Kevin, thank you for having me.
Snazzy suit, man.
I appreciate it.
I like it. It's almost like you knew you were about to be on the show.
Dress
You
up
got
for you, Daryl.
the colors matching. Thank you, man. Thank you. You're making our job a bit easier. So, Kev, we go way back, man. We go back like Cadillac on four flats. Can you please just tell, those out there, obviously the guys on the team know, but our first encounter, you just elaborate on that.
Well, so the first time we met was literally on the practice court.
Yes.
It was a summer practice, the very first practice, I think, of the summer, open gym. And I remember, I think maybe Daniel was hurt or something like that. And I remember you and I were matched up on each other. And you didn't know who I was because I was just there just trying to stick on the team at the time. Yeah. I knew who you were, obviously, because you were recruited and a scholarship player. And then we didn't really talk that first week.
At all.
Because we played against each other in practice the entire week.
Yeah.
And then I remember like a week later, I was maybe given a ride or something, and you go, I'm not going to lie, I was pissed when I realized we were playing together. I'm like, what? And you go, what was your reaction? I remember you said something like,
so we go into that day and I'm thinking, he's just gonna just beat me up a little bit, blah, blah, blah. And then like you come out and you make a hook shot with your left, and I'm like, okay. And you make a jump shot, and I'm like, I really gotta guard this guy. And next thing I know, I'm in for a day because I'm like, oh my gosh, I did not know that he was this good. Who is this kid? Like, where did y'all get him? And then they later on tell me, he's trying to get onto the walk-on squad. And I was just like, I really have to watch out for my spot with this guy.
You told me you were pissed.
I was mad because I was like, nobody had warned me how good you were, man. Like I said, they was like, oh yeah, he's just another guy. And I get out there, like I said, I'm a freshman, so I'm taking it easy. I'm trying to feel you out. And next thing I know, we're losing. And they're like, Daryl, what was going on with you and Kev? Why didn't you stick Kev? And I was like, why didn't y'all tell me Kev was that good, man? It's just.
Well, it's nice to hear that. I'm not playing well in my men's leagues now, so it feels good to know that I once was a good player.
Wait, no, you are. You're still a great player. I walk past lunchtime hoops sometimes in the Davis Center and see you up there, still giving out work. Just real quick, just to touch, what are the men's leagues you're in for anybody who want to go out there and cop a ticket to see Kev Raff in his prime?
There is the 11 o'clock on Monday nights in King of Prussia. That's a late one, so I don't know if you'll make that one.
11 p.m.
11 p.m.
I could imagine.
That's everyone had a long day at work.
Okay.
And,
but we're still going to rally.
Your wife sent you out to go to sweat.
Exactly.
That's what that league
You're supposed to
is.
be going to Walmart and you ended up at.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. I mean, we all have our reasons, but please.
Yeah.
What's any other ones?
Then I have the University of Valley Forge Men's League on Tuesday nights. No air conditioning. So
no air conditioning.
You come out of there a couple pounds lighter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like hot yoga meets basketball.
I always say it's my best workout of the week. Yeah.
Okay. So I could imagine not a ton of gray shirts in there. Everybody just kind of keeps the colors, pretty earth tone or black for the most part. It's not a lot of bright colors.
Not a lot of exactly.
Okay.
But also a lot of bigger guys in their early, mid 30s, something that also again sent out to get.
It's like that scene out of Along Came Polly.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm pretty sure some of you have seen that movie. So all right. So Kev, you said you're in the men's league. Obviously, after college, you didn't give up on basketball, but it took a back seat. Can we ask what you're doing now?
So I do wealth management. So I'm a financial advisor, and I work in an investment firm in Malvern, which is where I'm from.
Yeah.
And it's been great, and I've been really enjoying it a lot, and I've kind of, gotten a lot of clients from people I've known for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of fun. Some of my clients are playing professionally basketball, so that's a lot of fun to stay in both worlds and yet apply what I love business-wise and finance, what I went to school for, and then my love of sports, and it's been a good combination. Yeah.
So could you tell us? You said your clients. Could you tell us just a few, if you can?
I actually can.
You can't.
There's regulations and confidentiality, but I have a couple of guys that play in the NBA, a couple of guys that play in Europe and overseas.
So probably some guys that a lot of people know from the area. You help them with that.
Yeah.
So like I said, just continue to elaborate on it. you said you're a wealth manager, so you help these guys build portfolios and pretty much make sure that their money is in the right place and doing the right things and working for these guys who have X amount of money. Is that fair to say?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of it is I've been disappointed well, I shouldn't say disappointed. It's been eye-opening some of the stuff that happens, right?
What do you mean?
With professional athletes, sometimes we will go under the hood on someone's portfolio and be like, uh-oh, this is we need to fix this.
Yeah.
For someone else that has because I think it's overwhelming for a lot of guys when they're in that world and then they just say, okay, do my stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest mistake, is to just tell someone to do their stuff.
Just do your stuff.
Because a lot of things can happen without you even knowing.
Yeah.
So I went into it doing, with the mindset I'm going to do the right thing, and I don't need to get a million guys. If I get a few that I do right by, things will naturally go well. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're here with Kevin Rafferty, and we'll be right back. Remember to stay tuned. Damn, that was good. That was good.
It flowed well.
Welcome back to Stay Tuned with D.Rey. We're here with Kevin Rafferty. So, Kev, you were a walk-on in 2016, and, I have to ask this, and you can give your honest opinion. If you had to choose 2016 and 2018, which one would you choose?
I mean, so clearly out of a bias. But I'll tell a real quick funny story. I went to dinner a month ago with a few guys from this past year. Biggest mistake of my life was bringing that conversation up, because for the entire dinner, they just and I couldn't counter because it's just me verse 4.
Yeah.
But with you and I can say,
exactly.
It was a good defensive team.
Exactly.
We were on back
a great
defensive
team. Probably. I say this 2018 was Coach Wright's most together team. I would say 2016 was Coach Wright's smartest team.
I like that.
I think the smartest team. There's no disrespect to them, but that's just how I feel. But all right. So Kevin, like you said, you're a walk on for that squad. Can you just walk us through the day-to-day for a walk on and what your what your job was?
Yeah. So a lot of it. We had the same schedules, right? We all had the same things. We all had the same workouts, practices, and meetings and such. But then sometimes our involvement was different.
Yeah.
Right? So if everyone was healthy in a practice, which hopefully everyone was, there'd be times when we would only play in the beginning during drills, and then during 5-on-5, we might not get in that often. Yeah. So Pat, myself, and Henry, was a case a lot of the times. But also, guys were hurt, from here to there, and we would play. But we talked about this during the break. There were so many times when a guy might roll his ankle in the last minute of practice, right? And so for 2 hours, you've been pretty much stationary, watching, standing, totally cooled off. And it's Coach Wright, because get in.
Exactly. You got to go right
blue.
now. You got to go right now. And
guys are wired up. Their competition is rolling, and you don't even not even 100% sure what play we're running.
Yeah, exactly.
And I remember one time I had to get in, and for whatever reason I was guarding Josh, which was a terrible mistake personnel-wise. And 3 straight times he hit a situation game winner in my face. And everyone is like, hey, what the heck? And I'm like, guys, I've been standing there drinking Gatorade for 2 hours. This is tough.
Yeah.
But like we said, it kind of helps you in life. So in business, someone might ask me a question. I just got to figure it out.
Yeah, you have to be able to just think on your feet.
Think on your feet, figure it out, and give a response that, someone is willing to accept and be like, okay, Kev is on it.
Yeah.
He might not know the answer that second, but he's going to get it, and he's going to be right. Exactly. So that's taught me a lot just in that aspect.
Yeah, not even basketball, just beyond that.
Yeah.
And just to stay with the theme of, things that you got here that go beyond this. Like I said, you're a mainline kid. You grew up in Malvern, PA. I think one of the more interesting stories behind the story, which is the theme of our show, just telling the things not everybody knows necessarily.
Right.
Obviously, being respectful still, was how guys like me, you, Arch, Daniel, this kind of like this main line and a little bit extended stretch. Darren, even as far as he was, we all played together in high school at some point or another. We all played against each other. I played against Darren and Arch and Daniel. You played against Daniel and Arch. Just speak on what it was like to see that come full circle, to go from you know, to playing against these guys in high school, and everybody kind of goes and does their whole thing. And next thing you know, we all end up back at Villanova on the same team. Just speak on that real quick.
Yeah, and I'll give you a perfect example. And a guy we didn't touch, Tony Chenault.
Yes,
Tony was a legend.
Yes, a
in
legend.
Pennsylvania
No,
basketball.
Tony is a legend.
Yeah. And I, you know, growing up, I was a year behind him, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I just knew of Tony Chenault as like the guy.
God, yeah, exactly.
And then when I got here and we're on the team, and it's like, it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
That like we all had such crazy stories. You know, guys like Daniel and Arch were so highly regarded in high school, and all to be on one team and then playing with all these guys. It was such an honor for me, and it's so cool that we were able to have these experiences and share all these common bonds in this journey that's been so special for a long time now. Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's been a ride, man. It's been a ride.
Been a ride.
So did that help? Because we're gonna be sitting somewhere 20 years from now, you know, talking about the national championship. Did that help bring you guys closer together, bring the team closer together? You know, the idea that you have so many different stories that kind of played out before Villanova even started, and the next thing you know, we all end up on the national championship team together. Did that help, you know, just, I guess, sweeten the deal for you, you know, in 2016 when we have all these guys from this team, and the guy, you know, Tony Chenault, he obviously graduated, but he's still around, and all of these guys, you know, just kind of mashing and molding all of their talents to win a national championship. Did that help, you know, make it better for you?
I don't, and this is going to sound weird, I don't think it made it better for me. And in the sense that I don't think I would have left Villanova feeling any less joyous about my experience if we didn't win the national championship. I think, though, that its best aspect is that, like you just said, 20 years from now, we'll be talking about it.
Yes.
I think that's where we're going to get a lot of value. But just in the sense of like how I feel about this program, if we didn't even make the tournament, I don't know if I feel differently.
The same way about these guys.
But it's such a thrill that we have that now to connect us forever.
Yeah.
And these 18 guys will have it to connect them forever, and hopefully many years to come, many more championship teams.
We'll be connected a little better, but
because we were defensively, we were
better,
stronger,
we were
right?
More, that's the irony that we were more.
It's a good
argument.
argument.
We'll be more together.
I'm not going to argue it.
You know? All right. So, Kev, thank you. It's Kevin Rafferty. You know, stay tuned with D.Rey, man. Forever insightful, and thank you. And wish the best luck. Everything you're doing, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Kevo. Give a round of applause, please. Live audience. We got to sit here and talk. We're gonna have a full house moment where they just kind of zoom out. And, you know, we still gonna be talking like we are right now. It's like we're actually talking about something.
Like we actually like each
other.
other.
Yeah, exactly. Just, you know, just keep going.